Max Balegde killed me.
I killed you.
But not before I could prove that I was a bit of a traitor hunter.
I've also gone for Brett.
I was invited to a castle to play the traitors with a bunch of your favorite influencers and even Queen Linda herself. And this is how it went. I have never been more excited for anything in my entire life. I started playing this game way before it ever began, researching all of my opponents and making a list of who I thought was most threatening, and at the top of that list was Brett. Our Claudias asked us what we wanted to be, and I said I would happily be a faithful.
I love being a detective as well. I'm just scared to be a faithful and embarrass myself.
And so faithful I was, albeit a slightly suspicious looking faithful, but that was part of the game plan. And luckily for me, I was sat next to Brett in the car on the way to the castle and sat across from him after being picked as faithful and traitor, meaning I had plenty of opportunity to make myself seem unthreatening and really study his every move. At the first couple of challenges and roundtables, I laid low, keeping friends close but enemies closer. A good faithful knows when to strike and when to lay low, but I was making allies and planting seeds. And in that time, I made the most unlikely alliance. Me and Linda had a plan to take out Brett and Farah, who just so happened to be the two traitors at the time, but we were planning to wait a little longer until Strictly Talk's very own Shirley turned the tables on me. She made a compelling case against me, so compelling in fact, that everyone else started clapping.
Don't clap when she's accusing me.
Yeah, I know. It seemed like my time was up. But she also gave me a lifeline. She mentioned Brett's name in the accusation towards me. I realized it was now or never. So I was about to strike, give all my evidence, but then something crazy happened. An angel did it for me, Max Balegde. It was enough to start swaying the votes. I then said my piece.
So I have also gone for Brett.
I cast my vote. Brett was banished. A traitor.
A traitor?
Safe to say I played it cool. But the game wasn't over and me and Linda still had the rest of our plan to carry out. Our next target was Farah. It was time for dinner and it turned out to be a meal to die for. I was sat far from Linda, but close to Max, someone who I had started to trust. Thinking there had been a recruitment, I was still looking for two traitors. I thought there were initially two traitors in the game due to this clue in the initial email we got sent referring to the traitors as a partner, meaning two. That was correct. We thought the two traitors were Farah and Andrew, so me and Max made a pact. I would go for Andrew because Farah was my closest ally, the person I trust the most, Farah. And he would go for Farah because Andrew was his closest ally. Therefore, we're not exposing our own alliances, but still taking them both out. As it turns out, at this point in the game, there was actually only one traitor left, and it was Farah. But this plan between me and Max seemed genuine, but then the deadly stars aligned against me. Max and Andrew got recruited, and I had slightly slipped up. I told Max that if Andrew got banished and was faithful, that would make me slightly concerned as to what he was. And to be fair, I had previously voted for Max. We had spent the better part of an hour as two faithfuls plotting and planning how we would win this game together. And in that time, I was given a secret mission in which I thought I had won a shield, meaning that I could not be eliminated from the game. Turns out that mission was just a decoy, and I wasn't the only one being sent missions. Max was sent a mission to murder in plain sight. Mere feet behind me was our traitor's family tree, and all Max had to do was draw a red cross on my face. Which, credit to him, he did with me sat right there.
I've been murdered.
Oh no, I'm so zoomed into your face.
So my game was over. I was the last faithful to be murdered in the game, and even though Andrew was a traitor, Max was just too concerned that I wouldn't end the game with him still in it. So he had to take me out. He and Farah went on to win the entire thing. Max even voted out his own boyfriend Andrew. Talk about front row seats to the breakup of the century. But I'm very happy with how I played the game. I caught a traitor and I almost made it to the very end. And to Brett, eat zucchini. I introduced him to Cat's Eye in the car.
Cat's eye. The vegetable.
Zucchinis.
There we go, zucchini. Yeah.
But honestly, it was such a joy to just play this game and meet all of these wonderful people. Thank you so much to TikTok UK and Order of Chaos for organizing such a wonderful event. And to Claudia Winkleman, consider this my official audition for your show. Traitor hunter Jordan proved himself in one day. Think about what I could do in 3 weeks.